Welcome everybody to another exciting episode, another edition of That Other Review Show. This one, instead of a movie, well, it's still a movie, but we're reviewing a Blu-ray release. It's been a while since we've done this, but we've recently, not a couple hours ago, watched the new DC animated movie. Of course, I'm talking Batman Assault on Arkham. It's actually pretty fun, it's pretty awesome, and it may just be one of their best movies ever and overall in the DC lineup. Yes, it's that good.
It's That Other Review Show, brought to you by Two Black Labs Audio and A Week in Geekdom.
So yeah, folks, Assault on Arkham. The movie is based on the Arkham games. It's set within that universe. I think it's between Origins and Arkham Asylum. I'm guessing a few years, or the midway point, I guess, because, yeah, Batman's in it. This movie should basically be titled Suicide Squad the Movie, because, yeah, Batman is just this force of nature that's ever present in this movie. Other than Arkham Asylum itself, just the squad itself, and really, I think this is like the second, third version of the team within that universe. For some reason, I don't know what happened to Deathstroke, which was hinted at the end of Origins. But yeah, this new Suicide Squad lineup is actually pretty fun, with Deadshot, Harley Quinn, Black Spider, Black Spider, King Shark, Killer Frost, Captain Boomerang, and all those other great characters. So yeah, Amanda Waller basically is going in to get this hard drive or this data that the Riddler has on all the Suicide Squad members, which supposedly cannot get leaked, which is strange in the world of leakage that we live in today. Yeah, my thoughts on the Blu-ray, first impressions, the movie looks fantastic, looks amazingly well detailed. Kind of strange, because when the movie was first previewed and they showed a couple stills and all that stuff, I was not a fan of the animation style for some reason. But yet when you finally see it in motion, it's so fluid and vivid enough that I really did not mind. And yes, it was reminiscent of the Arkham games and all that stuff. But it was really weird for me. I thought the movie was not going to be such good looking, if you will. All the characters look amazing. Some of them are really beautifully drawn, of course, from Deadshot's maneuver of his gauntlet bullet gun thing to even Harley Quinn, Killer Frost. All these characters look amazingly drawn, and right out of the gate, because I know, especially here, or I guess everywhere basically, but here in Puerto Rico, ignorant parents have the tendency to, hey, it's Batman, let's get it for the kids. This is not a movie for toddlers whatsoever. It is bloody, it is profane, and it is sexy and just overall geeky fun that really is for just teens and up, in my opinion. I mean, so much blood and heads getting sliced and body parts flying off. Yeah, don't show this to toddlers. Jesus, just show them something else. But yes, Assault on Arkham, get ready for the bad guys, because this movie is celebrating its roots on the Rogues Gallery for Batman and the DC Universe as a whole, because I know Deadshot and Harley Quinn are Bat villains, but we also get to see a sample of what Gotham City has to offer. The movie is amazing, like I've just mentioned. The voice cast did a fantastic job. I was a huge fan of it right out of the bat. It's great getting Kevin Conroy back as Batman. I appreciated the fact that this movie really set itself apart from anything else DC has done. For once, Batman is a secondary character in all of this. Yes, he comes in to save the day eventually, but it's not really, the story is really not about him. It's more about these group of misfits being forced to work together by Amanda Waller and Project Task Force X, aka the Suicide Squad, and them going into Arkham obviously brings in Batman as, like I said at the beginning, this force of nature. And like they were basically saying it in the movie, you know, eventually we'll have to come across Batman. How do we even deal with that? And I thought it was expertly done. I love the fact that they used Riddler as the whole central element of the movie. Riddler is one of my favorite villains. He's my favorite Bat villain. And when you find out why he's such an important character in the whole movie, you're like, nicely played. As usual, these type of movies are a little short on the running time, 76 minutes. I would have appreciated the 90-minute run, this just for funness sake. I think it would have been awesome, but it's one of those movies, whereas Superman vs. the Elite or Unbound and all these other movies where the running time really affects it, this one felt longer and it had the same running time. And at the same time it was just fun and an overall treat. And the reason I mention it might just be one of the best movies. If you take a look at all the lineup of DC animated original movies, whatever, most of them fall short on getting the plot across. Look at every single review for all the movies and you will find complaints that the movie was not adapted the way it should be, or that the plot, the comic book was better. And yes, because they're original works and it's a little hard to translate them into a hour and some minute movie. Some elements are going to be taken out for medium's sake, if you will, because you're doing a movie. This one, however, it's not based on a comic book. It's based on a world built from a video game franchise, a video game series. And basically they were giving a clean slate to work with, and it paid off beautifully. There was no awkward situations where I felt like, you know, they're not adapting this as it should be. No, it's set on a time period between two games that has not been explored yet. Otherwise, you know that there's Arkham Asylum City and all those digital comics that go in between those two games and what happens after, before the new Arkham Knight video game. But yeah, Origins was basically the basis of this movie, and it's just a blast, folks. I particularly enjoyed hearing Troy Baker again reprise his role as Joker. And Hinton Walsh, to me, she is an amazing Harley Quinn. I know a lot of people always are going to mention Arlene Sorkin and Tara Strong, but I think Walsh is severely underrated. And basically, the three sound identical when doing the Harley voice. I know Sorkin started it all, but if you listen to the three of them, it's just slight variation in their pitch and the way they intone certain words and stuff, where you start to spot the differences between the three women. But I thought it was just amazing. One of my other great surprises in this movie, hearing Jennifer Hale as Killer Frost. Jennifer is one of my favorite actors ever, and just hearing her reprise the role of Killer Frost was actually pretty cool, and giving her more lines was actually fun compared to the Justice League Unlimited and Justice League series. The movie, you barely see Batman. He's not the central force in all of this. I really appreciated that, because let's face it, if you look at the track record with DC movies, it's just been Batman, Superman, and Justice League. Batman, Superman, and Justice League. So I was really happy to see that. I just hope this is a vote of confidence for them to venture on and animate movies about other characters, because this proves to be a success, that you can make a movie with bad guys or with C-listers, B-listers, whatever you want to call them. I think it was fantastic. A lot of fans might find it a little jarring that he's barely in the movie, but I thought it was pretty cool. The reason behind me saying it's one of the best movies, by not having to adapt anything, and just going overall with an original story and not having to base it off of something and try to replicate that writer's point of view when creating those characters in that story. You're able to create something completely fresh and original, and it pays off, like I mentioned before. It's a great movie, guys. You should definitely go watch it on Blu-ray. It looks crisp and just overall fun. And I just hope they explore more of the Arkhamverse, because the video games are awesome. And yeah, Assault on Arkham is pretty cool. You should definitely go see it.
Remember to subscribe, or you can like and follow us on social media, or just follow us on our main website, that's aweekingeekdom.com.